All right, guys, we got a massive leak, and this is, of course, about Neo Day, which will be happening in about 3 months. And I got some shocking information for you guys. What car they're going to be releasing on Neo Day. So last year during Neo Day, they announced the ET9, which was very revolutionary. This year, according to these leaks, all right, they're going to be announcing the all new NT 3.0 version of the ES8. All right. And there's actually going to be so many awesome changes that I think shareholders will also be very happy about. Okay. So, first of all, it's going to be on NT 3.0 platform. It's going to be all new self controlled, individualized ECU, which is sort of like a one computer to control everything, which is what you have on the ET9. And the interior spacing is going to be massive. There's actually going to be two variants. All right, there's going to be a dual chamber air suspension variant, which is the cheaper variant, starting off at around 500k RMB, and then there's going to be the clear motion suspension variant, which is the SkyDrive platform. So that clear motion is the ET9 suspension that they showed off, capable of basically dancing, jumping, and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. And that will be around 700k RMB. So you got two different suspension variants, air suspension, or you can go with the hydraulic motor suspension, which is the clear motion suspension at 700k RMB. And then on top of that, you can also choose the different seating configurations. So 6-seater is what ES8 used to have, but now they will have a 7-seater version, which is something that a lot of Neo owners wanted. All right, they still wanted a 7-seater version, and there's also going to be a 5-seater version. And the beautiful part about this is the 5-seater version will actually replace the ES7. So the ES7 will no longer exist, which I think really makes sense, because the ES7 is Neo's worst selling vehicle, and there's absolutely no reason to buy that currently. All right, so why not just make a 5-seater version of the ES8, which is going to be super spacious, and they're doing exactly that. So that's also going to really save up on a lot of costs for Neo as well. So they don't have to, have individualized gigapresses for the ES7. So they just produce the ES8, and you have all these different variants to choose from, which is very nice. So if you're on a budget, you can go with the 500k RMB roughly dual chamber air suspension variant. And if you want something even more smooth, you can go with the clear motion suspension variant. So the specs are getting very close to the ET9 specs, and it is in some aspects very similar to the ET9. And this car will actually be delivered in 2025, and this will be one of Neo's first NT 3.0 platform cars to be delivered. And of course, that car, along with the ET9, will be the first NT 3.0 cars. So they're starting off with the most expensive cars, which really makes sense. And if you remember, for first gen Neos, when they first launched, they also started off with the ES8, which was the best seller, and then slowly they moved the price down and released newer products at cheaper price points. So they're repeating that strategy of success once again. Now, something else that we can expect is the addition of rear screens on the newer ES8, because it is available on the ET7 currently, and also the ET9. Neo really needs an SUV that also has rear entertainment screen, so that is also going to be available on the ES8 as an option. So that's going to be very nice. So a lot of people have been complaining about this. It's 2024 and Neo doesn't have a car that has a rear entertainment screen. Even Envo has it. So that's one point. And then also the 7-seater version will probably most likely be able to have the third row fold flat. So the third row fold flat, and then you have a lot of storage space, and people can use it essentially like a truck. because with first gen Neos, a lot of people, business owners, they buy the car and they use it like a truck. They carry stuff around, and this is something that Neo did not anticipate people to use their cars as trucks. So for the second gen ES8, they made the fatal mistake of not having a seven-seater version, and the rows, the third row doesn't fold completely flat, so it's kind of awkward. Yeah, so of course, they're learning from their mistakes and offering customers what they want. And this is a big theme. The price variant, the variation of price from 500K RMB all the way up to 700K RMB, different suspensions, different number of seats in the car. You're having one product and giving the customers all the options they want, and they can spec it to however they like it without any weaknesses or limitations. And being an NT 3.0 platform car, it's also going to charge super fast, 900 volt for sure. And then also we can expect Neo's own God chip to be on this car, 2 God chips on this car. And then also we can expect this car to have a nice big horizontal screen, and of course running Neo's own SkyOS operating system. They have showed this off on the Envo, all right? And if you haven't seen my Envo videos, go watch that. It's super snappy, super crisp, very, very nice, beautiful design. So they're gonna, of course, have that on Neos as well with this car. A lot of shareholders have complained that Neo has so many vehicle models, but they barely sell. Some of these vehicle models could be a little bit redundant, and I kind of agree with that. And in this case, the ES7 is being absorbed into the ES8, which is absolutely fantastic. And before, there were rumors that Neo would actually end the 5 Series and the 6 Series line to make room for the Envo cars. So that was a rumor, okay? And the average selling price of a Neo would actually go up. So that is a rumor. Not too sure if that's going to be true or not, but I kind of have a feeling that it will be true. The Envo will, have cars in that price range, right? As Envo releases the Envo L70, etc., and it makes sense for Neos to have more expensive vehicles in the 300K and above range, and they could cancel some vehicle models and then just offer fewer vehicle models, but you have more options, more configurations possible, which I think is the excellent thing to do. And this is definitely going to help them save cost as well, and avoid customer confusion, which is going to be quite nice as well. So this is very, very good news. The ES7 being absorbed into the ES8, and it's going to be one of the best SUVs ever. It's going to have like massive space. The new battery pack is apparently thinner, and the ECU, because of it, they can save a lot of room, and that's more room for the passengers in the car. So it's going to be one of the biggest SUVs in terms of interior space that you'll ever see. So this is going to be very, very nice. I'm super hyped about this. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.